Hello, you're tuning into Đồng Nai radio and television station. Coming first with local news. May the 19th is the 131st birthday of President Ho Chi Minh, the beloved leader of the Vietnamese nation. President Ho Chi Minh devoted his whole life to the independence of the fatherland, freedom and happiness of the people, an exemplary international communist soldier and close friend of peoples fighting for peace, national independence, democracy, and social progress all over the world. The life of President Ho Chi Minh is a beautiful symbol of the resilient revolutionary spirit, the spirit of independence and self-reliance, fervent love for the people, morality of need, integrity, righteousness and justice carefree, modest and simple manner. The name and career of President Ho Chi Minh will forever remain with the country and the people, leaving the next generations a huge legacy, a very precious legacy, that is, Ho Chi Minh thought times Ho Chi Minh and the moral example, Ho Chi Minh style. From the case of trademark registration of ST25 rice in the US and ST24 rice in Australia, it shows that the risk of Vietnamese brands being stolen abroad is very large. Vietnamese enterprises cannot continue to disregard intellectual property rights for their products. Phú Quốc Fish Source, Buôn Ma Thuột Coffee, Bến Tre Coconut Candy, and now ST25 rice. Once a foreign enterprise uses a trademark in the export market, it is extremely arduous and expensive to reclaim ownership of the trademark that belongs to them. In Đồng Nai, each year more than 3,000 new businesses are established, but the number of applications for registration of intellectual property rights is less than 500. Vietnam has participated in many bilateral and multilateral free trade agreements. Most of these markets are particularly interested in the issue of brand names. From the strict regulations of these agreements, Vietnamese businesses need to be equipped with enough preparation to reach the big C, first of all to protect their identity. Đồng Nai has just issued a document directing agencies, units and localities in the province to deploy the use of the QR code scanning function on citizen identification cards with electronic chips to check citizens' information in the coming time. Providing public services, especially handling administrative procedures in the fields of land, justice, civil status, notary services, authentication, banking transaction, social insurance, and taxes. In case people need to update information, request agencies, units, and localities to have specific instructions for people to update citizen identification information with electronic chips in relevant documents, ensuring the convenience for the people in accordance with regulations. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and his U.S. counterpart Antony Blinken on May the 19th called on the two countries to strengthen cooperation in the coming time. This is the first high-level meeting since Joe Biden became U.S. president. Speaking on the sidelines of a meeting of the North Electoral Council in Iceland, U.S. Secretary of State Blinken acknowledged there were disagreements in U.S.-Russia relations, but said the U.S. was looking for opportunities to cooperate with Russia. However, the U.S. Secretary of State also warned of the possibility of retaliation if Russia acted inappropriately. Meanwhile, Foreign Minister Lavrov said he was ready to discuss all issues with the U.S. The two foreign ministers also expected to discuss the U.S. proposal to hold a summit between the presidents of the two countries. Russia-U.S. relations are on the decline, with the U.S. accusing Russia of meddling in U.S. elections, carrying out large-scale cyber attacks and other activities. Russia has denied these allegations. Negotiators on May the 19th said a deal was being shaped to bring the U.S. back to a nuclear deal with Iran. In a tweet released after the negotiations, Enrique Mora, the European official in charge of the negotiations between Russia, China, Germany, France, the UK, and Iran, said that we have achieved it. An agreement is in the making. However, the official also said there was still much to be worked out to complete the negotiation process. Senior diplomats from Britain, France and Germany also said that there had been clear progress in the nuclear talks with Iran, but there was no guarantee that the negotiations would succeed because many issues remained unresolved. Meanwhile, Iran also announced that the negotiation process is progressing on the right track. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.